Now, when you're doing outreach for high ticket offers, you can't approach it like you're selling a $97 course. If you're charging $5, $10, or even $25,000 per client, the ODM scripts and spammy automations, they will kill your chances of signing clients. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact system that will enable you to book 2 to 3 high ticket sales calls every single day without spending money on ads, without the gimmicks and chasing leads. When it comes to selling high ticket offers, the rules of the game change substantially. If you're selling a $97 ebook, almost anyone with a credit card may be interested. But when you're asking for $5,000 or $10,000 up front, you're dealing with sharper prospects who demand a lot more than flashy promises. They've possibly seen every script under the sun and can sniff out a generic outreach that you're sending everybody else instantly. The truth is that most coaches and consultants fail not because their offer is bad, because their outreach feels cheap. And at this level, prospects aren't just buying a service, they're buying trust, expertise, and transformation. That's exactly why standard outreach tactics simply don't apply here. A majority of coaches struggle with lead generation because they're relying on outdated strategies. Mass sending DMs or using robotic automation sequences won't land high-ticket clients. It just burns bridges for the most part. Without a structured system, coaches find themselves spending hours chasing leads that never convert. A lack of personalization first and foremost creates an instant disconnect, which makes prospects skeptical and defensive. Instead of positioning themselves as trusted advisors, they come across as desperate. You need to position yourself as a trusted advisor instead of coming off as a desperate seller. This inconsistency keeps them stuck in a feast or famine cycle, unable to predict revenue. The solution isn't just more volume. It's smarter, more intentional, and personalized outreach that builds authority, trust, and credibility. High-ticket outreach is about playing a totally different game than most people. At $5,000 to $25,000, you're not selling coaching calls or consulting hours. You're selling a transformation of livelihoods. These buyers don't want to be pressured into a quick chat. They want to feel understood. They want to feel respected and aligned with. The key is establishing trust and rapport before you start talking tactics. Personalization, authority, and positioning matters much more than speed and just mass outreach and volume. When you show these clients that you understand their world and their struggles, you immediately stand out to them. Because high-ticket buyers invest in confidence. Confidence that you understand them, confidence in your process, and confidence that you can deliver the results that they're looking for. Now, the winning formula for high-ticket outreach isn't complicated, but it does require discipline. It starts with research on your ICP. You need to know your prospects' niches, nuances, and specific pain points that they may have, and what they've tried before that may or may not work. Now comes the personalization when it comes to the outreach. A short, thoughtful line that shows that you're paying attention. Now after that, you need to provide some form of value, whether that's in the form of a lead magnet, a question, a case study, or of just a fresh perspective. This approach flips the dynamic from the seller to advisor, and that's where trust is built. 20 high-quality personalized message outperform 200 generic blasts every single time. Quality creates conversations, and conversations will generate clientele. A lot of coaches like sticking to LinkedIn and cold email, but that leaves huge opportunities on the table. Like for instance, podcast hosts and guests are incredibly warm leads because they're actively sharing their expertise and they're seeking visibility. Communities like Facebook groups are full of hyper-engaged prospects looking for solutions, and YouTube comments can be a goldmine for finding people already consuming content on the exact problem that you're solving. Even niche forums or communities offer pools of targeted prospects that most competitors completely ignore. By diversifying into these lesser-known channels, you dramatically reduce the competition and you increase your chances of connecting with high-ticket buyers in their natural environment. The magic of high-ticket sequences lies in the structure, not the length. You need to start with personalization to grab attention, then you can bridge into value by asking a thoughtful question or offering a relative insight. From there, layer in a micro case study that proves you can deliver results without sounding pushy. The final step is a clear call to action, and not just a let's hop on a call immediately, but something softer like I'll be happy to share what worked for a client just like you. This sequence builds trust step by step, creating a natural flow from stranger to warm prospect to booked call. Done right, it feels like a genuine conversation instead of a sales pitch. The secret is that in doing this correctly, it shifts the frame from just a sales pitch into an actual genuine conversation. Now, booking a call is only half the battle. The real power comes from pre-closing before the conversation even happens. That means you need to anchor the prospect's expectations, sharing relevant results, and asking them questions that highlight urgency. For example, sending a short case study or a video before the call makes them come in already believing in your expertise. Asking about their top priority and preparing before ensures that the conversation is tailored to their specific goals. The process eliminates no-shows, builds excitement, and positions you as an authority before you even say hello on the call. By the time you get them on that call, they're not just curious as to what you do. They're basically primed to buy and understand exactly how you can help them. Now, a fear that a lot of coaches do have with outreach is losing authenticity once they scale. By training a VA for a few $100s a month, you can delegate the research, the personalization, and the first touch messaging, all while keeping the exact same tone. The secret is building templates and frameworks that your VA can follow, so every message feels custom. This lets you focus on only qualified conversations and calls, saving hours each week. Scaling this way ensures that your outreach grows consistently without sacrificing the personal touch that your high-ticket buyers demand. So here's the full roadmap. First, you nail your ICP and positioning so you're reaching the right people. Then use multi-channel outreach with personalization touches to start conversations. You build sequences that naturally guide prospects from awareness to booked calls. Pre-close before every meeting to ensure prospects show up warm and ready. And then finally, you can delegate and scale with the virtual assistant so that you can just focus on closing and delivery. This system isn't about hacks or shortcuts, it's about consistency. When you execute it correctly, you create predictability in your business, filling your calendar with high-ticket sales calls every single week. High-ticket outreach isn't about sending thousands of messages and hoping somebody bites. It's about having a proven system that consistently books the right clients at the right price without the endless chase. So if you're serious about scaling to 10, 20, even 50K months, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I just created a new school community called the High Ticket Client Mastery, where I break this sort of information down in detail, from advanced outreach frameworks to sales call mastery and automation systems that take the busy work off your plate. Once I begin to grow and scale, you'll also be connected with other coaches and consultants who are building 6- and 7-figure businesses the smart way. So if you're ready to stop guessing, stop struggling, and finally start signing premium clients on demand, go ahead and click the link in the description and join us today. Right now it's free for the first few founded members, but it will be a mid-ticket community. So make sure you guys join for free while you can, and I'll see you guys in the next one.